I'm Sides. Welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited for today's video because I'm going to show you drum tips, specifically for editing drum audio. If you're like me and you love using samples, loops, or one-shots, you're gonna love these tricks. Or if you've recorded your own drum parts live with a microphone so that they're audio clips, you are also gonna love these tricks. All of these tricks are in my Logic Pro crash course, so I'll be using this as a reference, and I'll even give you guys a discount for watching this video. It'll be linked in the caption if you want to have this for yourself. Let's jump right into it. The first thing I'm going to do is go to my table of contents here. I like to use my ebook right on an iPad, and I'm gonna click on Section 7, Editing Tips, Audio and MIDI, and then I'll check out Section 8, Audio Editing Tricks. All I have to do is click on it. Now we're at Section 6, Recording Audio Tricks, and the cool thing about this is that if you have the book, you can just click on the title, click Open, and it'll take you to a video demoing all the tricks from that chapter. Oh, and also, even though I'm using these specifically for drum tips for this video, you can use these for any audio, or the first one's audio and MIDI. One thing super cool for drum parts is, let's say I want to loop like this, but now I want to quickly break it up. This is what you can do. Control L, change loop to a region. Control L, bam, broke it up into regions. How cool is that? Or you can use your marquee like this, and then just click delete, and bam, it'll break it up like that. If you want to quickly stretch the timing of this drum parts, like let's say I want to quickly half time these drums, this is what it sounds like. Right now I have them muted, so if I want to unmute it. So to unmute it, I just press Control M, just like that. And to quickly loop it, I'm going to press Command U, and it'll just loop it for me. Okay, but let's say I want to time stretch this to make this halftime. All I got to do is hold down Option until this icon appears, and then I'm just going to stretch it out. Now, to make it halftime, I need to double the amount of bars, so we'll move it here to 8 bars. Okay, when it doesn't work like that, there's always a way to get around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Control B to bounce it in place. Now let's see if I can time stretch it. Great, and that worked. So that's just something what I do when I'm troubleshooting. I'm sure there's a quick solution, but I don't have time to waste, so I just find a loophole. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's hear. So that's how you time stretch it. And you can also do it the other way too. Move it like that. Obviously, that sounds crazy. Anyways, you have to finesse it, but that's something cool. Let's say I want to join these drum parts together because I just want them all on one track. All you gotta do, Command J, join multiple tracks. And you can decide if you wanna do it stereo or mono. I'll go with stereo. Great, now they're all on one track. And the cool thing is, like with all of these, you can do the same thing with MIDI. So check it out. Command J to join, bam, all together. So that's super useful. If I want to time stretch it, drag it out, bam, now I double timed it. That's pretty cool, pretty useful. All right, now I want to go back specifically to drum parts. So I'm going to go back to the top. I'm going to go to Audio Editing Tricks. So another thing cool that you can mess around with drum parts, maybe for some cool like effects, is you can take a part, drag it here, hold down Option drag. Now I'm just going to solo just this part. Let's find something here. And I want to reverse this whole part. So to do this little cool trick, I'm going to show you. So to quickly reverse, all you got to do is press Control, Shift, R. Bam, it's reversed. Now, something I like to do is kind of see how it sounds with each other. Obviously, that sounds crazy with all those hits, but I'm just going to go through and cut out some of them and just add a few of them in there and see how that sounds. All right, now let's just delete those. This is also something kind of fun to do with kicks. Just a fun little drum trick to try. Here's another cool thing you can do, right? Let's say with this drum fill here, let's say I kind of want to like change up the groove of one of these. So what I can do is I can highlight one and I can strip the silence, right? By pressing Control X. Decide on what threshold you want. So it's a lot easier when there's more space, like more silence between them. So something like a kick would look better. Or maybe the other one. Let's check out the other one. Yeah, like this one would work better because there's more space. So let's see. Let's say I want to come up with my own rhythm using those sounds. I can do Control X. Now I can pick the threshold. Let's go with that. So now they're kind of all spread out. So let's say I want to like quickly add parts. You can just hold down Option. Like move it over here. I can cut further if I want. Move it here. Maybe I delete this part. So you can kind of change up the rhythm so it doesn't sound the same every single time. I'm just kind of doing it randomly for this video, but obviously if I was spending a little bit more time, I would finesse it a little more. And then another little trick so you don't get a clip coming in and out is you can go over here and you can quickly just add like 1 and 1, so it'll quickly add a fade in, fade out. If you look very closely, there's a small fade out. Okay. So that's just a really quick way that you can use strip silence to kind of change up the rhythm of your drum loops that you got from Splice to make them your own. This is a really cool one too. So let's say I have all of this drums here, these kicks that I like that I found from Splice. And I want to duplicate that sound with a more acoustic drum part. And I actually want to get the MIDI of that pretty quickly as well. So all you got to do is press Control D. Control D to duplicate drums. Now it says the kick. It's automatically going to make the MIDI down here. You can preview some of the sounds. I think I like that one the best. You can also check out some of the electronic kits. Anyways, I'm going to go with this one. Now let's hear how it sounds. I think that you're lying. I think that you're lying. Another really cool thing that you can do with drum samples is you can grab the loop that you like, any loop, drag it over here, go Drum Machine Designer. You can just press OK. And now it put each of the transients of the drum loop onto a different pad in Drum Machine Designer. So if we look at the sampler, you can see it here. And you can actually play that out on your MIDI keyboard. You can't see it here, so I'm going to show you it on here. Another cool thing is you can just drag this out like that. That's nice. Nice and big. We're on C4. Anyways, pretty cool. So if I wanted to, you see them all here. I could double click on it. Can delete this. P, step sequencer. And I could build a rhythm in step sequencer if I wanted. So there you have it, a few Logic Pro tips. If you want 350 more quick Logic Pro tips, don't forget to check out my Logic Pro crash course. I worked super hard on this and I really hope it helps. Also, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting 2 videos every single week. I hope these quick Logic Pro tips have helped you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.